One of the more recognisable faces in Australian lawn bowls joins me now in Kelvin Kirko. Kelvin, thank you very much for joining us here on Fox Sports. What are you expecting from the final? Can the 21-year-old do it?
I think we're in for a fantastic game. Ryan Bester, one of the world-class players around the place, and young Aaron Teys, up-and-coming star. So I think we're in for a fantastic game. It's going to be some great driving as well. Obviously, Ryan Bester, one of the best drivers in the world. So stay tuned for a great match. Yeah,
there's a massive style difference between the two bowlers. Just talk our viewers through those two differences.
Well, I think Aaron Teys, up-and-coming, great draw shot player, plays in the New South Wales state team. Ryan Bester, on the other hand, a very attacking player, very aggressive, will back himself to hit any bare jack, and I think it'll be a great game, like I said.
It's Ryan Bester's home green. Do you think that'll play a part?
I do. Obviously, he plays here all the time. It's in his backyard. He's got plenty of support there from his fans. But listen, young fella, he's going to give him a run.
I tell you what, listen to that crowd as well. It's really building up here at Broadbeach. Really quickly, a tip, Kelvin?
I think I've got to go Ryan Bester.
All right, Kelvin Kirko, thank you. Just after this break on Fox Sports, we've got the Blue Ribbon event. We've got the men's singles final between Aaron Teys and Ryan Bester. Don't go anywhere.
One down, one to go in the 2015 Australian Open. We've seen the women's pairs decided, and now it is time for the big dance. It is the men's singles final, and it pits a man whose international resume is as impressive as anyone in Ryan Bester up against a 21-year-old playing in the biggest match of his life so far. It's Ryan Bester versus Aaron Teys. It's going to be big, the men's singles final. Here at Broadbeach, it's been a terrific afternoon so far. Polar opposite to what we experienced yesterday. It's been great weather, no wind to speak of. Greens running at a beautiful 15 seconds. Kelvin Kirko, 2006 Commonwealth Games gold medalist, is alongside me to see all this action. Barry Lester to join us in a few moments' time. Kelvin, good afternoon to you.
Fantastic to be here, and what an exciting match we've got lined up here. Young Aaron Teys from Rarilla in New South Wales against the hometown hero of Ryan Bester from Canada, but now, of course, is the bowls coordinator at the Broadbeach Bowling Club.
And we're just seeing them have a roll up here at the moment. I would imagine that Ryan, given his knowledge of this venue, Kelvin, could literally just turn up and start bowling. I don't think he really needs a roll up. He spends every day here.
Yes, he basically here every day of the week. He not only bowls here but works within the club, and he obviously rolls up all the time as well. Played all the Premier League games and pennant matches, all the local club championship games, district, state. So really he's got the homegrown advantage of playing on his own backyard piece of grass, you would say.
I had the opportunity just between matches to head into inside the club rooms quickly here at Broadbeach. They are full. They were expecting this one. They're hoping right from the very start that Ryan Bester could make it through to the last match of the tournament, and he has, and so far hasn't let the home team down. They are very, very excited for what might happen here for their favourite, Ryan Bester.
No, well, he's going to have all that support, like you said, and I think, you know, he's got to be the big favourite going into this match. You know, he's a very likeable sort of fella, great character, has one of the best drives in the world, very aggressive player.
He's an animal, really, isn't he?
Everyone wants to play with him, and everyone wants to play against him, but you know, what can I say? We're up for a great match.
What about Aaron Teys, 21 years old, from representing the Warilla Club in New South Wales, a very good friend of Jeremy Henry's, actually defeated Jeremy Henry on the way through and defeated Mark Casey 21-18 in the semi-final. This is a huge moment in this young man's life, not just his bowls career, but his life so far. He was a little bit nervous coming in. I guess how important is it for him to start well and settle and calm those nerves?
Well, I did talk to him just before he went out for his practice, and he was certainly a little bit nervous, as you would expect with him. Big time, first time in the Australian Open, and to be in the prestige event of the Open, the Australian Open singles, you know, he's going to have a little bit of pressure there. You know, there's going to be some nerves, but if he can get out and settle down early, and he's a great draw player, you know, I think he's got to be very relaxed to play his best. But he comes from a great club, Rarilla Bowling Club, down near Wollongong, and as you were saying, Jeremy Henry, the great Leif Selby, who a lot of people would know about. So he's got that match practice against some of the world's best players as well. So he can certainly match it, but he's got to be relaxed and try and put those nerves away very early so he can play at his best.
Currently 19 degrees here on the Gold Coast. No wind to speak of. Green's running at 15 seconds. Barry Lester, this event over the last couple of years, the men's singles final, has thrown up some interesting results. This year there won't be a Wilson on the trophy. It will be someone other than the brotherly combination of Aaron Wilson and Nathan Wilson. But the event itself, it has thrown up some opportunities for youngsters to come from the back of the field and win it.
Yeah, well, Aaron Wilson, you know, he beat the young guy from WA a couple of years ago, you know, and it's just plenty of good youth around at the moment. So, but I do like the fact that Bester rhymes with Lester. So that's about as close as my name gets to going on that trophy at the moment. So
I've got to admit, Baz, that doing preparation for this event, it did dawn upon me that it could be a Bester-Lester final, in which case I was starting to have a few little heart palpitations, to be honest.
No, Aaron Teys has been playing very well all tournament, consistent draw bowling, and yeah, it's going to be a great match. Both players just falling a little bit short with their first two bowls, but I think the big thing with Aaron's draw bowling is that if you can draw close but also hide the jack, that's the key, because if you keep that jack vulnerable, it will start flying around left, right and centre with Ryan's driving.
So we saw in the last match, Maria Rigby was an aggressive bowler. Ryan Bester, Kelvin, takes aggression to a whole new level. If he sees a head that he doesn't like, he'll just disrupt it, just break it in pieces.
Ryan Bester's, you know, he's got one of the fastest drives in the world, and he's one of the most accurate drivers in the world. So he's one of the best at that game, and he'll back himself. You know, 9 times out of 10, he'll hit it if he knows he wants to hit it. And I think the secret's going to be with Aaron Teys, if he, you know, draws a lot of close shots, he's going to have to look at, you know, maybe the respot rule as well is going to come into play against Ryan Bester. You know, we can only wait and see, but he's going to have to get off to a good start. He's going to have to draw well, and as you can see, you know, he's just got to settle down and play well.
It's Ryan Bester in the sky blue uniforms and using the purple coloured bowls. Aaron Teys in the yellow uniform, and he'll be using the orange and yellow speckled bowls with the yellow stickers, and that's how we differentiate between the two. You can see there that Aaron Teys' orange bowls had the yellow sticker, which is tying in with his uniform that he'll be wearing, and Ryan Bester, the purple bowls, the blue sticker right there, and that signifies his blue uniform that he's wearing in this final.
The really good indication of how good the conditions are here today at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. All bowls so far delivered right down the centre line, meaning the conditions are quite kind. Players being able to nail their line early, just a little variance in the weight.
Good body language from Aaron Teys so far.
The chewing gum is getting an absolute workout.
He is, he's pounding away. He's trying to keep those nerves away. Is he going to get past the front? Don't think he will.
It's the sort of chewing that we haven't seen, Calvin, since Mark Taylor stood at first slip all those years ago and just hammered down on the PK.
Yeah, he's chewing away.
Yeah, big moment for this young guy. Good kid, good steady bowler, very consistent. Ryan Bester looking maybe just to sit the shot bowl here with a yard of weight for 2. He's running at it. This is one of his pet shots. Not far away.
Well, is it going to turn in time? I think it will. Well, fantastic start there from Ryan Bester. May well be 2 shots.
Let's have a look at this one. Certainly one, no question there.
2 green?
Yep.
2 blue, brother.
And it is 2 to blue. 2 to Ryan Bester, and he's away fast in the 2015 men's singles final. Playing a format of first to 21, as opposed to what we saw in the women's pairs, which was a 15N stanza. This is much more aggressive, and we're going to see some fantastic shots, Kelv.
Yes, 21 up, and of course it's a very quick game. You've got to get off to a good start, so rather than the team play a little bit slower and playing that 15N format, 21 up can go quite quick. And Ryan Bester's a very fast player as well, probably one of the quickest players going around at the same time, and that's a good opening bowl from Ryan.
Is that something, Kelvin, Aaron would have been, you know, obviously wary of before the match, about how quick Ryan does go through the paces? Would he look to maybe slow him down, get down to the head, you know, just slow the match down a bit?
I definitely think he's got to try and slow Ryan up, because if he gets his own way and gets the momentum and Gets that first bowl pretty close. And as you see, great response there from Aaron Teys. But Ryan Bester already on the mat and off, so the bowl's hardly come to rest. And he's on the mat and ready, way to go.
It's already been such a golden 2015 for Ryan Bester, pardon the pun. He won the 2015 Golden Nugget Singles Championship, and with his performance here, regardless of a win or a loss, he sewed up the Aero Bowls Bowler of the Year. And we'll pocket an extra $3,000 courtesy of Bowls Australia's sponsor, Aero Bowls. So if form's anything to go by, he's bringing in some fantastic form.
Yes, and as we're saying, you know, he represented Canada at the recent Commonwealth Games last year. No doubt 2018's just around the corner, I guess, going forward. And Ryan Bester, well, there's no doubt he's going to be the singles representative once again for Canada.
We can't draw him away from Canada and get him in the green and gold, Calvin?
I don't think there's any chance. I know he works here at Broadbeach Bowls Club, but it'd be fantastic to see Australia take on a Canadian in the men's singles final in 2018.
So we're barracking for him, obviously, and wishing him all of the best in these events. But come 2018, we hope he's out in the first round.
Well, he's certainly going to be in the ballpark.
Aaron Teys has certainly given himself an opportunity here early on.
Yes, he'd be a little disappointed with his last bowl, just pulling up a couple of feet short, but he holds one. Ryan Bester, well, he's got a chance here if he could, one down. If he could trail a jack, he could make a possible 3 shots lie. Well, his bowl's on the way. A little trailer jack will sit the shot bowl of Aaron Teys. So close to a perfect shot here. Have a look at this for a great bowl.
Gee, that's good.
Brilliant. That could be 4 shots to Ryan Bester. Terrific conversion shot.
How many is it, please? 4.
There's the call, 4 shots of Ryan Bester on screen.
Just saw Aaron Teys' shoulders almost slump a little bit there as he went from 1 up to 4 down.
Love to see him walk down though, Jack. Just walk down, own the rink, check out exactly what shot he needs to play, but obviously being very confident in himself. He's had a big couple of weeks.
It's a
He's
big
going
bowl.
to back himself to draw this. He's looking good.
Oh,
He's
look at
played
this
it
for a
well.
shot.
That's outstanding.
Great response. Very close to 2.
6-shot
And there it is.
turnaround. Wow.
Huge.
2 all after 2 ends. It's first to 21 in the men's singles final. What does that do for Aaron Teys' confidence with this shot, Calvin?
Absolutely perfect. Pitch perfect. Touch on the jack. 4 down to 2 up. And that's got to give him some confidence. Just what he needed. Could have easily been down 6-0.
Momentum's such a wonderful thing in events of this nature. Just wonder whether that might be the start of something for Aaron Teys.
Well, 2 all. Perfect start for a great final. Australian Open men's singles here at the Broadbeach Bowling Club. That's a pretty handy opening bowl.
They're the type of shots that get you this far in the tournament, aren't they, Kelvin? You know, you can draw well, you can drive well, but those touch shots are really the difference, aren't they?
Well, 4 down to 2 up. It's a perfect start for Aaron Teys. And that'll give him some confidence. He's going to need plenty of it to beat one of the world's best.
Pretty sizable Warilla contingent in support of Aaron Teys. Front and centre today, big crowds.
And did I hear that correctly before? He lives out the back of Jeremy Henry's house?
Wouldn't be surprised. They're good mates, good club mates. Play a lot of bowls together. He's a very good mentor, Jeremy Henry, for the young guys coming through.
Ryan Bester, if he could turn his own bowl over, it'd nearly be shot. Don't think it's quite made it.
Am I still holding, please? Yes. Thank you.
There's the orange bowl on screen with the yellow stickers. 1 to Aaron Teys. Plays his 3rd bowl. This men's final. He's chasing it. He's going to quite arrive. Perfect line and perfect conditions, as Barry was saying earlier. Hardly any wind at all, and Ryan Bester very quick, as you can see.
Straight away.
No mucking around.
Looking to dead draw the shot here. Just sailing through. 2 metres of weight.
So he's trying to roll his own closest bowl.
1 shot left each here. Aaron Teys in a slightly similar situation on the last end, managed to convert in a big way. Will that buoy him with confidence?
Well, he had great line with his third bowl. All he needs is add 2 feet of weight. Can make it 2. Very nice delivery, gets down very low. Gets the bowl away well.
Hurry.
Calls hurry. He's just got to reach it. Has he got the running? Well, it's close. Could be.
Just sit inside there, Calvin.
Well, I think we might see a bit of weight here from Ryan Bester. The 2 orange bowls.
What makes you think that, Calvin? Ryan doesn't play much big weight.
Well, if he's down, he's going to be up, I can
Yes.
assure you.
Backhand, solid swinging weight here.
That's the call.
Looking to split the 2 orange bowls. It's not a mile away here.
He's watching very closely. Needs the results.
Wow, that's a great effort.
Unlucky, really. Looks like the orange bowl with the yellow stickers may still be the shot.
What do you think? Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Looks like a measure.
Yeah, I'll put tape on it. Yeah, you can do it if you want.
Maybe Aaron's a bit nervous. Wants to mark it a measure.
Hands might be a bit shaky, Calvin, perhaps.
Well, Ryan, out of the 2, looked the most confident, I thought.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's right.
See both players on screen. Aaron Teys and Ryan Bester. Aaron's still chewing that gum.
Yeah, I think he might need to change over soon.
That is
It's getting a huge workout.
copping the right royal treatment.
Got a bit of a disagreement with scoreboards either end.
It's certainly 2 all.
No doubt about that.
Important measure this. Getting the mat, playing your length. Ryan Bester will always look very confident there.
Yeah, call an umpire.
No, that's good.
It's good. That's fine.
Just one shot to Ryan Bester.
Important for Ryan to answer after Aaron Teys produced something special in end number 2. 3-2, the lead to the Canadian National and Broadbeach Local. 2015 men's singles final. You can see Ryan Bester's, there is people inside those club rooms at the moment, Calvin. Broadbeach Bowls Club jam-packed.
It's his teammates. Plenty of support here for Ryan Bester. As you'll say, in his own club. Ryan Bester straight away, straight onto the mat. Very quick. Pretty handy bowl. Perfect weight. Just running away a little bit. Aaron Teys qualified for the Scottish International last year. Skips a rink at the Rarula Bowling Club in Wollongong.
Which is no mean feat. Some stars play there.
Yes. Come from the northern New South Wales area. Grew up in that area. I believe playing at Ballina Bowling Club for a few years.
Nice shot there by Ryan Bester on the forehand. Switching to the forehand himself, Aaron Teys.
Under 25 representative Aaron Teys for his home state of New South Wales. The world really at his feet. And just another of the raft of star youngsters coming through in this sport, Calvin.
Yes, plenty of young players potentially going forward. Great opportunity for players like Aaron Teys. Obviously, as we're touching base earlier, the 2018 Commonwealth Games will be held at this very much venue. And if he could go away with the title here, would certainly put him in possible future squads going forward.
We know that Steve Glasson is here and looking on. He was yesterday as well. National coach. An 18-year-old capturing success in the women's singles final, and it's the 21-year-old in the men's singles final who started well.
Yes, I'm sure the national coach, Steve Glasson, will be watching closely also.
Nice composure there by young Aaron, just to stick to the forehand, put another one in there. Really putting Ryan under the pressure here to try and nail the jack.
Yes, and it's forced Aaron. Well, he's got two great bowls. Ryan Bester, of course, couldn't see them, so he's just trying to draw the shot. Probably got about 10 inches or so.
Looks very good. Needs to clear the jack. Well, he's found the hole.
Well, very close, but not quite good enough.
3, 2. Thank you.
Well, an opportunity here early in the game to make it 3.
$18 inches of room to count. Forehand draw. Looks very good again. This is nice long bowling. Aaron Teys.
Well played, young man.
That's the standard of the match. Ryan Bester just allowing too much room on this occasion.
3.
Good result there for Aaron Teys. 3 from end number 4. He leads 5-3. The men's singles final. Barely any room left at Broadbeach this afternoon, Calvin. Good weather, good atmosphere. Everyone enjoying what they're seeing.
It's perfect conditions, as we're saying. Grandstand's full, the corporate area's full also. It's Aaron Teys leads Ryan Bester in this Australian Open men's singles 5-3. As you look down the rink, it looks absolutely sensational. Perfect green.
Speaking of singles, we've just had our disability singles event run and won. Joshua Thornton taking out Josh Barry. 21-10. Big result for Josh. Both Joshes.
Great result. And there's been under 18 action going on all day as well.
Some great matches. Quarterfinals, semi-finals. But everyone's here for this match. Aaron Teys versus Ryan Bester. Crowd is, I don't think I can see a spare seat.
Full house.
Jam-packed in here today.
Jam-packed at ringside, jam-packed inside the club rooms as well.
Ryan Bester switching to the backhand. Aaron Teys just making him change with his outstanding draw bowling. Not a bad thing, Calvin, early on if you're making your opponent change hands from your good draw bowling.
No, it's good if you can do it. Very tactical, of course. If you can force the other player to change hands and change sides of the green, sometimes you can get a variance in the speed. And as you see, another good reply here from Aaron Teys. So he's off to a flyer. Perfect weight, good line.
And holding multiples here, Calvin. It's first to 21, so it can get away from you very quickly.
Yes, very quick game. 21 up. Goes very fast.
He's chasing after this, Ryan.
It looks narrow. He's crossing the line early. He had perfect weight.
I thought we might have saw a big one then, Calvin.
Yeah, well, he's held back. But, of course, he's got one to come yet, Barry.
He's got the respot.
That's going to come out sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is...
He's going to the back.
Aaron Teys, maybe a bit of cover here. Remembering it's a respot rule applying on the 2 metre mark, so if the jack was to be hit out of bounds, the jack is respotted on the 2 metre mark.
That's very smart play from a young man. Good thinking early on.
It is, very much so.
Taking his medicine. He's happy with the 2. There is a bit of room there for shot. Ryan Bester's last bowl was very good weight. Minimal correction needed for line.
Well, he's not driving. He's trying to draw the shot here.
Same weight. Slightly wider line is required. He's in the area.
Well, he might get the hole.
He's just sailed through.
Ryan Bester yet to bring out his weapon. And Aaron Teys is away to a fast start in the men's singles final. 5 ends completed. He leads 7-3. He couldn't have asked for a better possible start, Kelvin, just to calm the nerves down.
No, he's got to be more relaxed now. He's obviously in front. 7-3, it's a good start. Man, he has started to draw well the last couple of ends. The previous end, drawing a maximum count of 3 as well. Starting to get a bit of rhythm.
Yeah, Ryan's just off his draw game a touch, allowing Aaron to nail the jack. Ryan not nailing the jack for a couple of ends now.
A good start here as well from the young fella. Aaron Teys, perfect line, as you can see. Great conditions for playing this final.
Absolutely no excuses. Couldn't have asked for more perfect conditions. Not too hot, not too cold, no wind.
It's very unusual not to get wind here at Broadbeach, of course. Only about 150 metres off the beautiful Broadbeach beach. Perfect conditions.
Just a short little drop punt, Kelvin, from here to the sand.
Almost duck over for a swim while you play.
Bit of David Hasselhoff action down there this morning, Calvin.
Well, he's no stranger to getting the shirt off. So
shirt off, rug out.
Certainly wasn't me. Now we see another great bowl from Aaron Teys.
Once again, Ryan switching hands from the pressure Aaron Teys is applying. He's not far away.
Close, unlucky.
This is pressure bowls at its best.
Really throwing down the challenge early to Ryan Bester.
Ryan's struggling to get into a rhythm here, Jack. Aaron's just all over it.
Well, I think it's only a matter of time before Ryan Bester lets the drive go. It's very unusual for him to be not letting go.
They have 2/3.
He's asking, he's got 2/3. And that will mean he will have a go.
Forehand, straight at that front orange.
This is bowl's equivalent of the bazooka.
Well, bang, as it hits the backboard.
Just don't want to get your foot in the road of that.
Does Aaron go to the back here, Kelvin? Or draw another?
I think he's got to go for cover and just think about it. Don't want to build a target anymore. It's a pretty good 2 as it is. He leads 7-3. If he could put one around the back, it might put Ryan in 2 minds.
How far is his back bowl off the tee, please?
That's what he's
3
asking.
feet. Thank you.
I think he'll draw to the 2 metre mark. He's got 2.
Aaron Teys, no stranger to the Australian Open finals, making the final with Jess Nerona back in 2012, I think it was, losing to Nathan Rice and Leif Selby on that occasion. Not a bad team to lose to.
Well, is he going to make it? Is he going to get the tee covered? I think it will.
So just explain the tactic a little further there, Calvin.
Yeah, as you can see, Aaron Teys holds 2 shots, and you've got the little tee right at the back.
Here we go.
It's close. Well, he's got it.
Got exactly what he was going for, but Aaron Teys was onto that by putting a bowl on the tee. I think Aaron Teys gets this.
And there's an example of Ryan Bester's driving ability.
What's it look like?
It's chaos.
You don't know.
He's hit it so hard that no one knows where the jack goes. Here we look at this perfect hit. Jack flies
And he
out
nearly
of
takes out
bounds.
the back bowl.
Look at the jack bounce off and fly almost into the crowd.
Spins away now. The jack will be respotted, and we'll see who's got the shot. And it looks like Aaron Teys.
Good thinking there from Aaron Teys. He understood what was coming and made sure that he was covered. And in the blink of an eye, Baz, he's out to a 5-shot lead.
It's actually not Ryan's favourite event when it comes to respotting the jack, because when he hits like that, he'd prefer to kill the end and start again. But in this event, when there is a respot, those are the rules. Unfortunately, if you're a very accurate driver and you're killing a lot of ends, it can go against you.
And that's the difference, isn't it? In traditional plays, we see some tweets there. Having a great time, both on the edge of their seats. Enjoying it.
Renee Farrell, Australian cricket player, women's cricket player.
Yep. Part of the all-conquering Southern Stars.
That was a great win, that one. Former colleague of mine. Used to work for Bowls Australia, Renee Farrell. Now she's enjoying the action from at home. Ryan Bester needs to get one close here. It's a good start.
Good. a good reply. Well, Ryan Bester's just been outdrawn by young Aaron Teys at the moment. And this needs to go up that extra gear. Well, there's a few spots coming from nowhere.
Sun shower.
Yeah, a little sun shower here on the Gold Coast. Another great bowl from Aaron Teys. Straight away, Ryan straight onto the mat, Barry. Very quick player.
Yeah, he doesn't muck around. Just to play 4 feet here, sit the bowler, trail the jack. Looks to have played it pretty well. Oh, stiff result. He won't like that.
Very unlucky. That's a couple of times now. He's just been in the area. Just hasn't been able to get the result. A little bit of frustration there on Ryan's face.
So important, Aaron, to draw another one here, but not sit it next to the shot bowl. He doesn't want to make the target any wider. He's asking it to hurry.
Well, it's definitely going to pull up short, but it's probably not a bad bowl. It's right on the centre line, so it means Ryan won't be able to drive. He's going to have to try and draw it.
And again, quick release.
Looks pretty good to there.
It's probably got about an inch to draw.
Looking to shift the jack
Wow,
here.
so close here, Ryan Bester.
What a shot, Ryan Bester.
Outstanding.
Brilliant bowl.
He needed that one. If he can hold on to this, that'll help his confidence.
Terrific shot on replay. Have a look at this. Absolutely perfect line, perfect weight. One shot to Ryan Bester.
Good for his confidence there too, Baz, because the drive is his strong suit, and so far it hasn't worked. So to use a bit more touch and to execute that way.
Yeah, that's right. And like I said before, to get this far in the event, you've really got to display all the shots in the book. You've got to play your touch shots, your conversions, drives, draws. So to be able to have a full-blooded drive last end and come back to a draw this end just shows why he's out there.
Well, what a bowl. Aaron Teys, I don't know who's got the shot, but he's gone close.
Just a bit stiff on this occasion. Still one down. Great attempt.
Bit of dare from the young man. Willing to take the game on.
Looks like Ryan Bester, close arm.
From there it appears to be one, Kelvin, doesn't it, in favour of Ryan Bester?
Certainly looked that way.
Looking to draw another one, Ryan Bester, on the backhand. Don't think he's there, is he?
Well,
is he there?
Just got to run it. Not quite.
A couple of spots of rain falling here as the sun shines.
They'll inspect the head. Both parties seem to be happy. One to Ryan Bester. 7 ends completed in the men's singles final. It's Aaron Teys leading Ryan Bester 8-4 here at Broadbeach. Well, it's been a wonderful 2 weeks in the Festival of Bowls. The Gold Coast has played host to it all. And our bowlers and our supporters over the last fortnight have been able to take it all in. So much to do here on the sunny, beautiful Gold Coast. Just as easy to hire a car and drive around, see the theme parks, stop off at one of the many beaches on offer. Beautiful, nice, clear sand. And we can see our shots there that the weather is coming. And it may just change this match a little bit. 8-4 is the lead for Aaron Teys after 7 ends. Kelvin, you know this area certainly better than we do. Some ominous dark clouds.
Yes, there's a bit of a storm out the back, as you can see on the screen. It is coming this way. Whether it keeps coming directly towards the coast or drifts north, we're not to know, but it could change this match in another half hour or so. We'll have to stay tuned and see how the weather pans out. A few light spots falling as we speak.
Barry Lester, if you were coaching young Aaron Teys and you had an opportunity to talk to him there in the break, what would you be telling him?
I would be saying stand tall, puff that chest out and take this game on. He's got off to a really good start and all he needs to do now is just show that he's up for the fight. He's playing well, obviously. Keep good body language, stay positive.
And that's a good shot there from Aaron Teys. And Tom Chadwick has managed to find Aaron's father, Craig.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Jack. I do have Craig with me. Craig, Aaron started beautifully. How do you feel about his start?
Tom, it was a brilliant start, as you just said, and I just hope he can keep it going. But he's a pretty cool sort of a customer, and
He doesn't seem fazed by much, chewing the gum and during the break there, doing a bit of juggling with the bowls. He's fairly relaxed, isn't he?
Yes, he thinks he's the Tiger Woods bowl.
Now, you were saying just off camera that he didn't expect to get here today. You played with him in the fours in the Australian Open this year, so for him to even make the final was a remarkable effort, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And yet, to be honest with you, I thought this would be his game, the singles. But because we were playing with Alex Marshall, Aaron thought that we would definitely win the fours because he loves Alex and he's got so much respect for him, as all bowlers do have.
One or two
he's
seconds,
a great
please.
person, a good bloke.
And we just heard the raucous crowd behind us here. Do you think he'll get flustered by that a little bit later on?
Thank you.
Doesn't seem like he's too fazed by it.
They're all for Aaron. I brought them all along.
All right, mate, good on you.
Good on you, Tom. Thanks very much.
Craig Teys, the father of Aaron Teys there with a bit of a renter crowd.
One down, forehand runner here. Looking to sit the shot bowl.
Well, so close.
Well, a little bit stiff there. Played it well.
Well, he's very unlucky that Jack hasn't gone out of bounds, because if it would have been back on the respot. But anyway, Ryan Bester. There's a lot of room now. He would lie one, maybe two. Plenty of room.
Played it very well, Calvin. He's not giving Aaron Teys much room this time.
Great shot, Ryan Bester. Probably only about 12, 13 inches short of the Jack.
Forehand, inside out. Trying to the offline Jack. Something a lot of players do practice.
Well, can he respond? He looks quick though, Baz.
Yeah, he's just travelling a touch. Nailed the line. Pretty good attempt, really.
Here it is, go Teys. He's the sign. His father holding the sign up.
Unfortunately, that end not a successful one for Aaron Teys. Concedes one to Ryan Bester. 8 ends completed. It is still Aaron Teys that leading, 8-5. In the men's singles final, the blue ribbon event here at Broadbeach Bowls Club. It's the one that we've all been waiting for. And Ryan Bester, the hometown hero, got a little bit of work to do yet, but starting to make some inroads.
Yes, I think we're in for a terrific final. I think this game's going to get very close. Ryan Bester, as I was saying earlier, he's a phenomenal singles player, one of the best drivers in the world. Can draw on a sixpence as well. And you see a great opening bowl there from Ryan Bester.
Rolling the Jack quite short here, about a 25-metre length. Mat up, short Jack. Just trying to mix the length up here on his opponent. And see Aaron just falling short there.
Yeah, so he's left the door open. Ryan Bester. Can he make it two?
Knows these greens so well. I'm sure he's practiced on this rink many times. Beautiful change over to the backhand and drawing almost a front toucher. That's the idea of the game. Making the most out of those first couple of bowls.
He's putting the pressure straight back on his opposition. It's a very good two. Aaron Teys needs to put 2 feet on his first bowl. He had perfect line. It's all on his weight now. Well, he's almost got this. Well, terrific reply. Going to be close. The shot bowl.
Healthy support here for Aaron Teys.
Can I come have a look? Yes.
Despite the fact that Ryan Bester is the local favourite.
It looks like Ryan Bester's bowl Jack high is still the shot. But a great reply there.
Talk us through this one, Calvin.
Aaron Teys just missing his own front bowl. Almost sat it absolutely perfect. Just fell short. But it's a very good second shot. Worst case scenario. You'd be happy with that.
Amazing correction there. 1 yard of weight he required. He put that on, just didn't quite get the result he was after. But it's changed Ryan back to the forehand, which is always a good result. Making your opposition turn over. Trying to get another one in there, because Aaron Teys won't be far away the way he's playing today.
Oh, that's another good handy bowl from Ryan Bester.
3 good shots.
Perfect position, really.
One. Thank you.
What's on offer here for Aaron, Baz?
Well, I think he just sticks to the forehand. He knows that hand well. He's played 2 down there. But to me, I think he might be winding up with some big weight, looking to take the shot bowl out clean. He doesn't like it. Can be a risky shot. He hasn't got anything behind.
A strange shot there, and straight away, Ryan Bester's on the mat before the markers picked the ball at the ditch almost. So fast.
4 beautiful bowls by Ryan Bester, making Aaron Teys play weight. He's coming down for a look. Smart move.
Yeah, it's a good move, I think. I don't think he can afford to play any weight now. He's only 1 down. Doesn't want to give any weight contact with his own shot bowl. Could push the jack back for maybe a possible 3 or 4 down. So I think he's got to draw. Be happy to go 1 down, a little touch on the front bowl, and he could make himself shot.
What's the worst case result here, Calvin, for Aaron with the shot that he's selecting?
Yeah, Aaron could, if he plays any sort of weight, he could actually take his own closest bowl out, and that would leave a count of 4 to Ryan Bester, or push his own bowl onto the jack and could do a number as well. So safest option, draw the shot to touch his closest one, maybe just push it up an inch or 2.
His second delivery was such a nice bowl. I think
Same bowl.
Something similar. Just turn his own one in.
Yeah, exactly the same bowl as his second bowl. 1 down's not going to hurt him.
I think he needs it to turn. It's the idea. The idea's right.
It was a good effort.
Good head of bowls. High standard here today. Perfect conditions. A sun shower on the Gold Coast.
1 more to the tally for Ryan Bester. 3 consecutive ends where he's taken a single shot off Aaron Teys, who still leads 8-6, 9 ends down in the 2015 men's singles final from the sunny Gold Coast. You can see the Broadbeach Bowls Club positioned smack bang in the middle of all the action of where it's happening here on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it's a terrific backdrop.
Beautiful setup here. Nice big clubhouse, 4 beautiful bowls greens.
Yes, be 4 of the best greens in Australia, if not the world, in fact. Basically manicured, all exactly the same speed. Credit to the greenkeeper, Les Gibbs. Used to be an apprentice at Tweedheads Bowls Club many years ago, and now the head greenkeeper here at Broadbeach Bowling Club.
He was walking around like a proud father this morning, Calvin. It was Les. He was very happy to tell me that the greens were once again running at a nice, smooth 15 seconds.
Absolutely perfect.
Calvin, there's been a large presence of players in this event using the aero bowls. Aero bowls players have been, going really well this event. How important is it for, aero bowls to have such big names like yourself, Aaron Sheriff, Alex Marshall using the product and supporting and working with Bowls Australia?
Yes, well, considering aero bowls have been new to the market in the last 3 years, there has been a lot around, of course, here during the Australian Open. Major sponsor of Bowls Australia, of course. And to have players like Alex Marshall, world champion, and Aaron Sheriff, one of the best players in Australia, using him. Certainly, same line every time we say. Barry Lester, you also use the bowls.
Yep, no, I sure do. None out there today, but I tell you what, it wouldn't matter what these guys use. They're playing so well at the moment.
There's 2 terrific bowls from Aaron Teys, putting the pressure right on Ryan Bester. Yeah.
And Aero got a good presence here as well, Calvin.
Yes, terrific. We've seen one of the ladies, Emma Brown, in the ladies pairs final using the Aero range. Of course, she'd be very happy, celebrating a big win.
No doubt. You can see her sitting in the grandstand, watching all of the action.
Actually, quite a good result there for Aaron Teys. Both orange bowls, both one shot, first and second shot were vulnerable there.
There's a bit of protection. It'll be interesting to see what Ryan chooses to play here now.
I think he still goes big, Calvin. I think forehand, straight at his own.
I think you're right. Stay tuned, folks.
Duck for cover.
Looking for his own bowl, solid. Oh, well, he's just got the split.
Unlucky result. On target. Just didn't get the result. Ryan Bester.
Now it's open right up for Aaron Teys.
Big opportunity for 3. Leads 8-6. Aaron Teys over Ryan Bester. Can he make it 3?
Looks to be a little heavy.
Calling for it to get down. It's not going to, but
Missed opportunity there for Aaron.
2 quality bowls in end number 10 do not go unrewarded. Aaron Teys extends that margin once more. It's out to a 4-shot lead. 10 ends completed. Teys is 10, Bester is 6. The 2015 men's singles final. It's the blue ribbon event. Well done earlier on today to Emma Brown and Nolene Dutton, who tasted success in the women's pairs finals. And that was a very high standard of competition, as is this one, Barry Lester.
Oh, it's a perfect start. It's exactly what we wanted. The amazing fact of this game so far is, okay, Ryan's only had a couple of drives, but he hasn't been able to go direct for the jack. There's usually something in the way, or he's having to try and get bowl through bowl. Because Aaron's playing good line. Not only is he playing good weight, but he's actually nailing the centre of the rink, which can hurt Ryan's chances of hitting what he's going for. And here we go again, bang. Nailing the line.
Yes, perfect start. He's just outdrawing Ryan Bester at this part of the game, and Ryan Bester hasn't been able to get those drives, making those big conversion shots that he's known for. Certainly been in the area, but just sliding by like that a couple of times now through the match.
Still really yet to settle, Ryan Bester, isn't he? Which is not a bad thing for him if he's only down by 4 shots and hasn't quite hit his straps as yet. There's plenty of upside.
There is. And it's good to see that young Aaron Teys, he's really settled down. The nerves aren't affecting him at all now, so he's right in this match.
They tell me the trade stand was absolutely booming, Kelvin, over there, the Aero trade stand in the shop over there. And you had the Meet the Pros Day as well. That went well?
Yes, it's been terrific 10 days or so with the Aero stand, the corporate out the front. Very busy, of course. And, of course, we had Meet the Players in the Kelvin Kirko Aero Bowls World Shop at Burleigh last week with Alex Marshall and yourself, Barry, and some of our up-and-coming players like Dylan Skinner. So, yeah, it's been very successful couple of days, for bowls in general especially.
Aaron Teys giving this one every opportunity. Good play. Baz, it's also my understanding that Kelvin might have just been offering autographs for $1. Just said I'm happy to...
Gee, that's cheap.
...sign anyone's piece of paper.
Yeah, if you can get them at $1, that's a bargain.
Happy to sign your firstborn for $1.
Sign hats, shoes, shirts, anything, Kelvin.
Free caps.
Great shot, Ryan Bester. Is it enough? Well, it falls in.
Oh, just not quite, I don't think.
Sure.
Well,
The Australian Open $225,000 prize pool.
have a look at this bowl, just on replay. Ryan Bester, so close to being the perfect bowl, just runs past. May still be one down. But Aaron Teys, I think he needs to get another bowl in the head pretty quickly.
And of that 225,000, Barry, 16,000 on offer for the winner. Wouldn't that be a game changer for a 21-year-old?
Big money, mate. It's up there matching your few days' payment while you're up here on the Gold Coast.
Please.
It's real huge money. Kelvin, have you ever won that much money in a tournament before? 16,000? It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It's been a while, I must say.
It does sound more like Calvin's weekly wage if we're comparing salaries, Baz.
Very fortunate to win a couple of Welsh internationals, of course, in Wales and Scotland, where there was significant prize money, but nothing like the Australian Open.
Good attempt there from Aaron Teys.
What's he do now, Kelvin? He's got 1 bowl in there. Aaron's got 2 after that. It's pretty risky.
Yes, it's. I think he'll play some sort of weight, try and remove the shot bowl. He's got a good second, and it's pretty much locked in there. He could get a good result, maybe rattle the jack back a bit. I think he'll be playing a little bit of weight on his backhand.
Backhand looking to sit the bowl.
And that's
He's
exactly
definitely
what
arriving.
he looks like he's playing. He needs contact with a shot bowl to get any sort of result here. Is it going to hold enough? It won't. Well, it's going to be another shot to Aaron Teys, I think.
1 there.
To be confirmed, and yes, it is. 1 to the yellow ring bowl of Aaron Teys.
Youngster holding his nerve here at Broadbeach. 11-6 after 11 ends. He's leading in this singles final. First to 21. So Aaron Teys edging closer and closer and closer.
Aaron's rolled the jack a similar length to what Ryan's been rolling, around that 24-5 metre mark. Quite a short length. Both players enjoying the touch bowls, which they can do on these beautiful free-running greens. All 4 greens almost identical. Magic bowling greens here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club.
A little touch of the jack as he goes past. Great weight once again. It's won a few bowls he hasn't had hit the centre line, Barry.
Yeah, it's also almost a rarity for him at the moment. He's really nailing the line. Not far away here, Ryan Bester.
That's a good shot.
Bowls coordinator of the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Not a bad job. Not a bad job, is it?
Certainly a great venue, great place.
Could think of worse places to live than here.
Of course, plenty happening in the next few years here at Broadbeach on the Gold Coast. World Under-25 Championships,
Asia Pacifics,
yeah.
World Champion of Champions is on its way too, Calvin.
Yes, it's all certainly happening. Yes, with the 2020 World Championships. Of course, the Asia Pacifics have been held. Goal from Ryan Bester.
How important is it to have almost a recognised home for bowls in the next 5 years, Kelvin?
I think it's very important for bowls here in Australia. It's certainly going to be a winner all round, I think. It's a great opportunity for the up-and-coming players of the sport. You know, with barefoot bowls going so well now in the country. Great opportunities to work with the Australian squads and national training programs in place. Ryan Bester holds 2. Can he make it 3? Just got to beat that front bowl, which he has. Great shot.
Well, he's sort of nodded his head. Don't think he likes what he sees, Aaron Teys, but...
Well, he's going to play some weight here, I think, Barry, will he?
Big weight, backhand, looking to get the split, change the head.
Is he wide enough?
Well, Ryan Bester, 18 inches to count here for a maximum count of 4.
Well, big chance. First chance for Ryan Bester to make a multiple count.
Looks very good to hear. He's trying hard, Calvin.
Looking very good.
Well, that could be a full count.
Certainly locked away 3, no question there. Maybe 3 in a measure.
Looks like 4 to me.
4 shots. Ryan Bester.
Well, terrific bounce back. Ryan Bester now just trails 1. 11-10. Have a look at this for a bowl. Ryan Bester, 3 fantastic draw shots. Rolls his own bowl to make 4.
I really feel it was probably Aaron Teys' 3rd bowl that sort of put him into trouble.
Yes, he was a bit quick onto the mat too. I think he rushed. He should have taken a bit more time. Maybe even went up to the head. It was, you know, critical time in the match. He had the lead, and now he's given Ryan a little bit of a sniff back.
Game-changing end.
Could be.
He's starting to find his rhythm now. Enjoying the forehand. Hardly a breath of wind. You wouldn't read about it.
Well, it's still as.
Bowler's dream out there right now. Beautiful greens, beautiful conditions, and we're getting treated to a great game.
Interesting notice that Aaron Teys has changed his hand here. Gone to his backhand. He's been playing the other side of the ring, which Ryan Bester started with his previous bowl. So both players swapping around. As you're saying, Barry, it's perfect conditions. Shouldn't matter which side of the rink you play. Another good bowl here from Ryan O.
1 and a look. Very impressed with his game plan here, Aaron Teys. Just sticking to a length he knows. Playing the backhand again. Just needs a small adjustment. Has he made it? Well, he's just overdone it a little bit. Still a handy bowl.
Makes it even more impressive, Barry, given that we've seen a lot of the youngsters competing in these finals have some sort of coaching and assistance. Aaron happy to just go it alone, back himself in.
Yeah, well, like Kelvin mentioned earlier, he's at a club where he's got world champions and Commonwealth Games gold medalists and these kind of guys in his corner. So he's learning from them week in, week out, playing pennant and club events and district events, and most recently playing in the stateside. So he's learnt what he had to do on the training track, and now it's just a matter of putting it in execution, which he's done all week. Can he continue it here today?
Well, if he can beat his previous two, get in between, he'd be very close for shot. Maybe bump his own, slide under. Well, it's gone through everything but nothing. A little unlucky. Now another chance for Ryan Bester. Holds one.
What's the best mode of approach here for Ryan, Kelvin?
Well, he's on the mat. Pretty sure he was just trying to draw, turn his own third wood bowl. Draw another shot. He'd be trying to make it two.
Well, he
doesn't look like he's going to quite reach.
He's going to beat the front one. If he
There's
does,
a chance. Well, could be. Very close, maybe not.
Definitely just a one.
I'll wait for the call.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, Kelvin does he? Yeah, he's sticking to the draw here. He needs to either turn his front one in or draw it cold. Wasn't that far away with his last.
No, he's very close. He may only be one down.
Well, he's stalking it.
It's all on his weight now.
He needs to hit his front one.
He doesn't want to hit well. He's hit the right one. That'll be shot. Well, perfect. He's got away with it. Perfect weight. And he's turned his own shot bowl, short one up.
That's an important answer for Aaron Teys.
Good head of bowls, Jack. Really good head. All bowls in the area.
There you see, little bit of luck. He's got onto his own bowl perfectly. Hits it in. Number one.
Well played, young man. 21 years old in the biggest match of his life, standing up to the challenge. He leads 12-10 after 14 ends. It's first to 21. Still a long way to go.
Yes, we're all but halfway in this match. Course been 21 up. It's Aaron in the box seat, 12-10. Good opening bowl.
The women's singles final, Kelvin, only lasted 18 ends. Get the feeling this one's going to be going a fair bit deeper.
I think it will. Very evenly matched, both players. A great reply here from Ryan Bester. Perfect shots. Front touch up.
Calvin, that is an absolute amazing bowl when you think about it. He got a 4 in this direction 2 ends ago, all on the other side of the rink, forehand. To come down and just go backhand, bang. That's what the quality of these players are.
Yes, and it just shows you how good conditions are. There's absolutely not a breath of breeze here at Broadbeach. So both players can play both sides of the rink. Another good try there.
3 bowls within 6 inches of the jack. We spoke about the conditions. We wouldn't expect anything less, really. 2 players at the top of their game playing in perfect conditions.
Yes, and they've had to play so many games to get through, of course.
Over 900 entries.
Yes,
over
amazing.
900 entries in the men's singles.
It's a testing schedule, isn't it? And that's just to play men's singles. If you choose to play in the pairs or the fours,
well over 20 games.
Or in some of our youngsters' case who have been playing under 18s as well, there's a lot of bowls that they're playing.
It's a long haul.
Bit of carnage there at the head.
He's almost got a result.
Well.
Still one to Ryan.
I once heard Leif Selby say, after I think he won it on the second occasion back in 2000 and I think it was 13, he said you need a bit of luck in these events. So far not much luck involved, just good quality bowling. I think it was 2011, sorry, Leif Selby, but he knows what it's like to be out here. He would have maybe sent Teys a text or give him a quick call and told him what to do, how to go about it.
Ryan trying to make it 2.
Well, he needs to flop off that. Not quite.
Winner in 2008, 2011, Leif Selby. Is he still around, Baz? Still heavily involved?
I'm not sure if he's heavily involved, but he's definitely playing a bit of pennant and Premier League down there at Warilla with Aaron Teys.
Absolute star of the sport who
Freak show.
stepped away to spend some time with his family.
No matter what the surface it was, all the conditions, Leif Selby, quality player.
Yes, great player.
Ryan Bester with the final bowl on this end, Kelvin. What would he be thinking?
Well, I think he's got to try and draw another one. His third bowl just pulled up short. So he's only got to beat his last bowl. If he can do that, he'll be very close to 2. He hasn't got a lot of room, though.
He's trying hard here. Looks pretty good. He wants it to hurry.
Just got to get there.
He's there.
That'll be 2, I think. Looks like 2, Barry.
Yes, I like it for 2.
It's 2.
I don't think we'll see a measure here.
Aaron Teys just coming to have a quick look.
Could be all locked up here. 12 apiece.
Well, the fingers have come out. Just lining up the finger on it on the jack and bowl just to get an idea. Yep.
2.
2 shots.
2 shots to Ryan Bester. Trading blows end for end. Scores locked away at 12 apiece after 14 ends.
Well, I sensed it was always going to happen. Ryan would get back in the match score-wise.
Certainly anyone's game. Who are you tipping, Barry? What's your tip at this stage? 12 all after 15 ends. It's been neck and neck.
I think Ryan's just got the momentum at this stage. He's nailed the jack again here. Just momentum, you know, in all sport is a killer. AFL this year, a lot of teams winning on the back of momentum, and no different to bowls. Stopping your opponent once they get on a roll, it can be hard. But Aaron Teys, he's proved all week, all tournament, he's a quality player. He'll be up for the challenge.
Spoken by a true Melbourne supporter in the AFL, Barry Lester. Been very happy with his boys last weekend.
Very, very good win. Happy with my D's down there at Geelong. First win in a decade.
Ryan Bester looking for the advantage. Scores locked away at 12 apiece.
Yeah, good weight again. Just missing his line.
Just push that one a little bit wider. Aaron Teys. We see it. Australian PBA qualified for the Scottish Open last year in Perth in Scotland. Beautiful place. Very cold in the middle of winter, though. Bit different to Perth in Australia.
Yes.
It is a game of inches. Aaron Teys then almost sitting Ryan Bester's bowl and getting the shot, just missing, and now he's 1 down. Ryan Bester trying to make it 2, and he's not far away.
It's going to be 2 for sure. That'll count. Well, as you're saying, Barry, is this a momentum swing? Big bowl here, Aaron Teys. He's been in front for most of this game. And now we're down to the important half, the back half of the game.
Needs to turn. His weight's very nice. He's given it a chance.
Just going to go past, I think.
Mighty attempt. All 3 bowls, he's given them all a chance. They're all in the game. Might have to do something big with his last. But as we see there, Ryan Bester's got the 2 in pretty good position. I reckon he'd be wanting a front toucher now, Kelvin. Really make it hard for Aaron Teys.
Yeah, perfect time.
Doesn't want to set it up so that Aaron Teys is forced to play weight, having the back bowls.
We'll be trying to make 3. And it's looking really, really good.
Well, he has. He's played a good shot.
Well, it's jack high at the same time. Something to sit on, though. Aaron Teys, does he play weight? Well, we might see a drive here from the young fella.
He's got all the back bowls.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Any jack movement should be handy for Aaron. Well, he's taken 2 out. That's a good result.
Wow, good result.
He'd be happy with that, I think. 3 down to only 1 down.
Massive change in the game, that. Potentially 15-12 down.
Here you see on replay, forehand drive from Aaron Teys, makes contact with the shot jack high bowl, peels out one of Ryan Bester's bowls. So 1 down.
And for the first time since the 3rd end of the match, Ryan Bester grabs the lead back.
Well, he's just rolled it slightly longer than what he's been playing. It's all about the rhythm. Just getting into that rhythm. All 4 bowls last end, Ryan Bester. Beautiful weight.
Yes, he's playing very well back towards the clubhouse. Probably been just that little bit better than Aaron Teys.
He's starting to really nail it now. Getting his rhythm up.
Quite importantly, on the previous end in the same direction, his first bowl was playing the backhand, was his backhand front toucher. On the very first end of this game, he's gone back to the forehand and finished 14 inches through. So just shows you different hands. Generally, most players stick to the same side of the ring when you're playing well. It must be pretty much perfect conditions, as we were saying. No wind. Very calm conditions. Big crowd, as you can see. Corporate box full. Grandstands full.
Wanting this one to hold. And it looks to be all over it here. He's really got his rhythm up now, Ryan Bester. Aaron Teys needs to add that 2 feet of weight.
Yes, he's just starting to hit the pace.
People are actually on their edges of their seat. I can see them. People standing up, looking for a better view.
Trying to pick a winner.
Look at this for a shot.
This is a terrific reply from Aaron Teys. Have a look at that for a cracking bowl. Falls over. What's game on here?
That's one way to halt momentum. If you're Aaron Teys.
Great reply.
Well, he's got a spring in his step here, Ryan Bester. He's stalking this one.
Well, he's watching closely.
Likes the look of it, Ryan Bester. What a shot.
Terrific shot, Ryan Bester. What a reply.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Which 2, please?
Well, will we see some weight here?
Thank you.
Or will he draw?
This is his second last bowl of this end. Looks like he's winding up, Kelvin.
Yep, looks like weight. Ditch weight. Looking for the jack in the ditch would be the ideal result.
He likes it.
How close is he? Very close. In fact, he's got it absolutely brilliantly. Jack in the ditch. So 3 touches in a row with the last 3 bowls. Amazing.
Great call, Kelvin.
Have a look at this on replay. Absolutely perfect. Makes contact with the jack straight into the ditch. 2 down to 1 up.
Looks to have about 3 feet of room here, Ryan Bester. Knows this green very well. Well, he doesn't look to be very positive. He's trying hard here.
Is it going to stay on the edge?
Is
it going to stay?
No, he's gone in.
A little bit too much juice.
Well, plenty of room, that means, Barry.
Yes, that's the
Guarantees.
live by the sword, die by the sword.
This is the final delivery of end number 16 here.
Couldn't afford to go in there.
Should be a certain 2 here.
Oh, is it? Maybe.
He's only got to beat Ryan's front bowl there, which he's done it easily.
Entertaining end there.
14.
Probably one of the best ends of the final so far.
No doubt about that.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Aaron Teys wrestles the lead back. 14-13. You see a breakdown of the match so far, Kelvin. Very even.
Yeah, it's very much so. Just the one multiple score there of 4 from Ryan Bester. And Aaron Teys, he's doing it hard. He's only picking up 1s and 2s.
There's the trophy. Not a bad looking trophy. Didn't see my name or your name on it, Kelvin.
No, mine will be there next year.
It's,
That's a bit of luck.
That's what I like to hear.
I don't need to point out the bleeding obvious to you, but there's one way to solve that and change that. It's
come back next year.
That's winning.
I'll be here.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you want to be here?
Probably not going to put your name on the trophy, gentlemen, if you haven't actually won it, I would imagine.
Nice trophy and $16,000 cheque to the winner. $8,000 to the runner-up.
It's the prestige that comes with it too.
And they're definitely earning it. Look at this for lawn bowls. This is as good as it
Cracking
gets.
game.
Crowd is absolutely getting treated here.
There's the marker. We'll be needing another touch of spray. Certainly using plenty in the last few ends.
Don't think Doug will be forgetting this game in a hurry. He's got the best seat in the house, our marker.
Oh, another good reply. Just going past.
Now, Kelvin, does it suit Aaron? Will he be happy to just go punch for punch here with Ryan Bester and just slug this out?
Well, I think it's going to be going to go right down to the wire. I think it's just so close, this game now. He's hanging in. Obviously, Ryan's got so much experience, not just here at Broadbeach Bowling Club, but internationally. He'll be very relaxed. He's got the runs on the board. Aaron Teys is the up-and-coming star.
Backhand with weight.
Well, it's an early attack.
Well, he's taken his 2 out. Well,
it's not a good result.
Interesting decision there, Aaron Teys.
Yeah,
playing weight towards his own bowls.
Don't know whether that was the right choice. Well, Ryan Bester, so much room to make another one.
And he's just tucked it round the back, potentially 3. It's fallen in. Big draw shot here from weight back to a draw.
Needs to try and tidy up a bit of the mess here, Aaron Teys.
One of the toughest shots in the book. Coming back to a draw after playing weight. He likes it.
How close is this? What a great bowl, Aaron Teys. Well, the crowd's gone mad. It may well be 1. It is. The markers signal 1 to the yellow bowl. Have a look at this. 2 down. Perfect draw shot. Aaron Teys sits on the back bowl, makes number 1.
Gutsy shot there, Baz.
Very. It's all he had in the end. His 3rd shot, he'll be regretting that one, but he obviously made up with it with his last.
Not to forget, Ryan Bester's got a bowl left.
He can see enough of this. Looking for the orange bowl, leaving the jack. He's not far here. What's he got? Well, he's still 1 down. You wouldn't believe it. Great shot, Ryan Bester. Unlucky result.
So unlucky, Ryan Bester. Perfect bowl, really. No result.
I think we should have charged $10 a head entry fee for this. Free entry to a match like this is absolutely ridiculous.
Haven't you changed your tune? Not that long ago, you said it was fantastic that everyone got free entry.
Well, absolutely spoiled these spectators.
This is world-class stuff here. Aaron Teys, this unheralded young man from Warilla in New South Wales, standing up to the challenge as he takes on one of the world's best in Ryan Bester. And currently, it is Aaron Teys leading 15-13. It's first to 21.
Well, almost minimum length.
Probably half a jack roll. One more, and then
This
one more
is
of them.
end number 18. Aaron Teys is making Doug the marker do some work.
On the centre of the jack.
Well, I think
line.
I think Dougie, he's very lucky man to be out there. He's watching this action from the best seat in the house, and I tell you what, these players are on fire at the moment.
High quality match.
Aaron Teys has rolled the jack about 24 metres.
So why a short end here, Baz? Why do you think he made that decision?
I'm not quite sure. He had a bit of a loose end last end. He played the big bowl with his last, but maybe just to try and break Ryan's rhythm up in this direction. But Ryan is on fire. He's now on the jack. It's really coming down to the last 2 bowls of the game, the end. The front end pressures just keeps changing around.
Both players peppering away at the jack.
Aaron Teys. Well, he's corrected well. This could be another toucher again. Oh, what a game.
Goodness me.
Touch of the toucher. End to end.
Those tuning in at home, you are absolutely you are witnessing a great game of bowls here. Make sure you tune in November for the APL on Foxtel, on Fox Sports. Calvin, you'll be playing.
Suiting up again, Calvin?
Yes, looking forward to playing with the Brisbane Gold.
And you've made a change to your team as well?
Well, we've brought in one of Aaron Teys' mates, of course, Jeremy Henry, Australian indoor champion.
One of the great characters of the APL also.
He is a character. Looking forward to it, of course, in November.
It's a fairly handy list management change, that, isn't it? Casey out, Henry in.
Looking for the bowl clean. Well, he's got now 3 seconds, Ryan Bester.
Well, how important is this bowl of Aaron Teys, his next bowl? He needs to get another one in there because Ryan Bester, he'll be trying to get that orange one out of there quick as he can.
What are the options available here, Calvin?
Well, Aaron, he's got to try and just basically draw another shot. He needs to give his own bowl a friend. Needs to get another one close. If he could draw a touch, it would be perfect. Tuck it in, maybe. He doesn't like it. It looks a bit wide. Wow, short as well, maybe.
Well, 2 or 3 seconds. Stuart Airy, sitting in the crowd just near me, tells me that the orange bowl is catching the back purple on its way through, but Ryan Bester, jack in the ditch for 2.
Lots of chances.
Backhand with weight. Massive shot for the game.
Real window of opportunity here for Ryan Bester.
He's staring at it.
Well,
looks slightly tight. What's he got?
He's close.
Well,
maybe.
he's just missed. Didn't like it out of the hand.
Just the bowl narrow on that occasion.
16,
Well,
13.
a little break here again. Aaron Teys leads 16-13 in this men's Australian Open singles.
It's a good little buffer, Calvin. Let's take a look at this last delivery again. Didn't miss by much.
Just missed the orange bowl, but he was trying to make contact with his own closest bowl to push the orange bowl out of the head. See it, the Aero Bowls men's singles final.
Let's catch up now with the father of Aaron Teys, Craig, who's there with Tom Chadwick.
Yeah, indeed, I do have Craig with me. How are you feeling?
Oh, nervous as, Tom, nervous as.
Okay, so he's got a 3-shot lead, obviously best of 21. Are you confident that he can hold Ryan off, who seems to be gaining momentum as the match comes on?
Yeah, well, he just got another touch it in. He doesn't succumb to pressure. He's pretty good under pressure, and he's proved that with Mark Casey last night and Jeremy Henry the other day. So, yeah, no, I'm pretty confident he can do it.
True to a final, what about some of the quality of bowls we've been seeing?
Unbelievable, isn't it? Like, you know, you're thinking to yourself, well, he's got this in the bag, then all of a sudden Ryan will come along with a better bowl. He's magnificent bowls.
Craig, I hope the nerves settle a little bit heading into the last few. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Tom. Thank you.
Craig didn't appear to be as calm there as what he did in his first interview.
There's certainly a few nerves in the voice box.
He can see his son on the edge of glory.
Well, there's another toucher from Aaron Teys. 2 in a row.
Well, Ryan, forehand, looks to be arriving with weight here, looking to trail the jack to his first bowl. Not a mile away, just missing it wide, but that's the weight. Pretty handy back there.
He's right on that 2 metre mark, if you could see the respot rule, if the jack was to be hit out of bounds.
So does he cover, Kelvin? Does Aaron try and get to that tee?
I think he's got to try and touch the jack, tuck it in behind his own orange bowls if he could. That'd be the perfect shot.
Trail the jack.
Or finish where Ryan's last bowl did.
Well, he's just hanging out wide, but there's a big target.
Oh,
huge target here.
Here we come. Ryan Bester will unlaunch here for sure.
Where's the tee? Sorry, where's the tee? Tee?
Right next to his
The jack ends up
bowls.
there, he'll have shot at the moment. Currently, you'll have 2. Thank you.
There is a risk, though, Kelvin. If he gets the jack and takes his back ones out.
Well, let's stay tuned because here it comes.
Arguably the best driver in the world. Forehand, flat out, looking for the jack.
Won't be far away. Well, he's missed it. It's unbelievable because you don't see that very often. Well, he's got a target there.
That may be an indication of the situation, the pressure involved. He's missed that drive, Ryan Bester. Baz, and missed it by a long way.
That's very rare for Ryan. Expected at least to take 1 or 2 out there, if not move the jack. And Aaron's got now a tough job in covering that tee. I don't know what he does. Does he try and get to the tee, Kelvin, or?
So hard. Both Ryan's bowls are within 6 or 7 inches of the tee.
Do you go to the back in case the jack goes over the top?
Is he planning?
I'd bite the bullet and draw a toucher.
Well,
there you go. Pressure on him.
Is he planning for Ryan to go big and strong again, do you think?
Well, he's missed once. You never know. But yeah, anything behind, I think. He can't afford to be short.
Very rare for Ryan Bester to miss twice.
This bowl must be up at least. Cannot be short in any way. Well, it's going to count, I think.
He's just, well, I'll tell you, he's trying for the tee. Well, he's got the 5th shot and 2 down at the spot.
Well, Ryan's going to go again, there's no doubt.
The knock count doesn't cover it.
Surely can't miss twice.
Not mucking around.
Let's see how he goes second time around.
He's got something.
Bang.
Wow. He's got a bad result.
He shot the jack forward, which we don't see that often. It's a result that suits Aaron Teys.
Wow, Aaron.
it's
Oh, my God. Is that 3 shots?
It's over a long way. I think it's 3.
It's unbelievable. It's a bad result. Well, definitely 2 gone out.
Did miss wide. I thought he was fortunate to catch the jack.
Such is the situation and the enormity of this contest that both players happy to refer this to the umpire.
Well, string measures out.
Well, it looks like Aaron Teys bowl from here.
It's a long measure, so
Well, it's his last bowl.
it can't be done with just the one umpire. We'll have to...
Stan Gadd, the gentleman on screen near the jack, official umpire for the game.
Just putting a wedge under the bowl to chock it so it can't fall over. Once the bowl is chocked.
Well, this is huge end in this match.
Keeping in mind that it's first to 21. Aaron Teys, we know that 2 shots are locked away here.
Steady hand required. Lots of practice goes into this. There's a bit of a tilt on the...
Yes, it's not perfectly straight, but anyway, that'll do. Just checking for now. They could always go back.
Everyone feeling the pressure. Umpires and markers included.
I didn't see the touch there, so...
Going back to the orange.
Could be orange. Well, this is big.
Wow, 3 shots. Aaron Teys. Well, he played 3 really good draw shots. A rare miss for Ryan.
And now it's a 6-shot lead. Let's watch this last drive for Ryan Bester once more.
He was wide, flicked the jack. Unfortunately, he's got a bad result. He was 3 down anyway. And he almost missed the entire head twice.
It's rare, Calvin, to see the jack shoot forward with a bit of spin on it. It's normally a case of covering for what happens when the jack comes backwards.
Yes, well, he's just, you know, he was on the wide side and he's paid the penalty. Well, it's Aaron Teys. Now leads 19-13 in this Australian Open men's singles final. Well, he must be feeling confident now. He's only 2 shots away from victory.
It could be closed out on this end. End number 20. It's first to 21 shots. Aaron Teys, just a couple of good shots away.
Ryan Bester keeping his composure. Not a bad starter.
No, Ryan Bester, he will not give up. He's one of the best singles players in the world. He won't give up easily. I don't write him off yet. 19-13.
Interesting switch by Aaron Teys. Only just missing his weight on the back end, but this is why he swapped. Not a bad reply. Just still down.
And Calvin, your point's a very good one, that Ryan Bester is one of the best in the world for a reason, and that 19-13 is far from game over at this stage.
Yes, it's definitely not over till the last bowl's put down, there's no doubt. Ryan Bester, he'll hang in there. Probably hasn't been as good the last couple of ends.
Aaron Teys has won the last 4 ends.
Calvin, you've played Ryan plenty of times in singles. Very rare for him to miss like that.
Yes, very rare. You don't often see him miss wide twice. And, you know, he's the pressure there. He's playing on his own Dunhill.
Aaron Teys,
He's probably red-hot favourite going into this final.
Aaron just needs to take a couple of deep breaths, I think.
Yes, well, the most important factor in this is Aaron Teys cannot think that he's won this game in any way or means. He's got to keep chipping away because Ryan Bester, he only needs an opportunity. Could be 3 down here already.
He's setting himself up here, Ryan Bester, and he'll have the last bowl of this end.
Oh, he'd almost dropped the bowl there, Aaron Teys.
He's had a sign of nerves, sweaty hands, sweaty palms maybe.
Take a deep breath, son.
Needs to relax, take his time.
I think he's going for the jack here, Calvin.
21 years
he's
old.
He's going for the jack.
Oh,
Jack in the ditch is 3 shots.
Wow.
He's not far away.
Well, he's got it. He's got an amazing result. He's got 2 shots, believe it or not.
Well, there you go.
And right here,
Well, this is game, believe it or not. He
Ryan
holds
Bester,
match.
he must score here, Ryan Bester.
Body language is good. He likes it. He likes the look of it. He wants it to stop.
This is shot through a little bit further than what he would have liked.
Wow.
Close for second shot here.
Certainly.
We can confidently say that it's one to Aaron Teys here, Kelvin.
Well, I reckon I like Aaron Teys.
Well, it's looking one.
Oh, it's
Wow,
one.
that's a
just hung on.
Whoa.
Massive result for Aaron Teys there, Kelvin.
unbelievable.
Backhand with weight, straightener off the front, catching the jack.
3 down, you see Ryan Bester trying to draw the shot here. Down match lie. Did save it and only dropped one, but what can I say? Aaron Teys, he's gone 3 down, two up. He's got sweaty hands.
We saw there that the ball nearly dropped out of his hand.
Wow, is the pressure there? Well, it's a big event.
His first 2 draw shots that were just slightly off became almost the match winners.
Yep. Incredible.
Anything can happen in this game.
It's amazing how quickly it can change. And number 21.
And once again, his first bowl, he's just a metre or 4 foot through. So
is he thinking about holding that trophy up, Kelvin?
Is he? Well, he doesn't want to think that way.
Currently leads by 7. Only needs 1 more.
He just needs to play it cool now. It's a great bowl from Ryan Bester. Well, 2013, what a lead.
He won't give up easy, Ryan. As we saw last stand, he was holding a 3. It could have been 19-16 with 1 to come. All of a sudden, Aaron Teys just needs to compose himself. And
he's very close. Great shot, Aaron Teys. It falls over as well, so that's number 1.
And that chewing gum, I tell you what, it's got...
That's his second packet, I think.
Teeth marks in it. Oh, he's just missing wide, Ryan Best. That's the idea, is right, though. Sit that.
Bit of a niggle.
Aaron Teys with one hand on the Australian Open Men's Singles Trophy. Just needs 1 more to lock this one away. First to 21.
Could this be the youngest winner of the Australian Open ever?
Of the men's, Lisa Phillips winning it a few years ago. In the women's, 17 years of age.
It's a good position bowl.
Youngest man to win the Australian Open singles.
Ryan Bester.
He's chasing after this. He's got a spring in his step. He's not a mile away.
He's got a hold,
needs
though.
some activity. Well, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Still one to the orange bowl with the yellow rings.
1 delivery left each.
So it's match lie to Aaron Teys. Well, the marker's looking at it.
Very close, but I favour you.
That's the call. He favours Aaron's bowl.
You hear the crowd.
Can you do that ring thing or not?
Ooh.
No? Anyone? No, that ring thing where it tells you?
I'm sure that's got a name.
Yeah, he's looking for the graphics to help him. We can't tell you, son. You just got to back yourself in here.
Tried to talk to the crowd and didn't get much assistance. Wow. Aaron Teys.
Well, he's
backhand.
He's just got to draw. Give it a friend. He holds 1. I think he holds 1.
This is the moment for this young man.
Well, he's got the tee, certainly got the tee covered, so Ryan can't really drive.
Well, does he go big and put the jack in the pit, or does he just play a conversion, Kelvin?
If he hits it out of bounds, it goes on the spot. It'd be 3 shots and match lie. There's the rings we're talking about.
There's the things that, as he called them, Aaron Teys, that he was looking for. He only needs 1.
This is it.
Ryan Bester.
Backhand.
To keep this match alive.
He's not a mile away. He's
got the jack. What's going to happen?
He's got the shot. He's got 2. Ryan Bester.
Incredible results.
That is
on
clutch.
target.
Absolute clutch play.
As cool as you like, Ryan Bester. Backhand. Jack with weight. Looking at a potential 2 here.
Might need the tee. Oh, the tee?
Well, an amazing bowl, Ryan Bester. Match lie down.
Even the helicopters come in for a closer look. He's heard the news. There's a game on here.
We spare no resources here.
Well, from match down twice to being still alive.
20 to 15.
Have a
Let's
look
watch
at
this one
bowl.
again, Calvin.
Look how close the jack was at locking on Aaron Teys' back bowls. Contact, just misses that bowl, follows through. 2 shots to Ryan Bester.
If it hits Aaron Teys' bowl, it stays in front and Aaron Teys wins. We're still going. We're still alive.
It is a game of inches. We've said it plenty of times. We're seeing an example of that right now.
22nd end underway.
Still drawing very well, Ryan. Just falling short this time, though. It's probably one of his worst bowls for the match.
He owns this state, Ryan Bester. 2-time consecutive state singles champion of Queensland.
Nice start, Aaron Teys.
It's pretty handy.
2 foot of room.
Every shot's so important.
That one came out pretty nice. Looks to be quick to me. But he's corrected well.
Yeah, very close here, Ryan Bester.
He's played it well, Ryan Bester. He needs to hide well. He's hidden and touched. Well, I was right. He was quick.
Yes,
Only 4 inches, though.
Good shot.
What a game this is. Looks cool, calm,
Crowd.
collected, Aaron Teys.
Edge of their seats, this crowd.
Oh, looking for the jack.
Just going to go under.
Wow.
Great effort. Well, there's more room here for Ryan Bester.
Can he draw another, Kelvin?
Big chance.
He's getting down after it.
Ryan Bester, he looks good again.
Body language tells me he's
Is
close.
he up? It's going to be another counter.
Be enough.
That's 2. It's 2015. It's men's final.
Forehand with weight, looking to sit the shot bowl or trail the jack.
He's watching it. Aaron Teys looking to make contact.
He's
He's
got
got
the jack.
something, I think. He has. Great goal, Aaron Teys. Forehand runner. And now, for the 3rd time, has match like.
Big shot here, Baz.
2 down.
Perfect weight. A little bit of jack, sit the bowl. Just a little bit of fist action there just to say if you want it, you're going to have to draw it, Ryan.
The situation as it stands, this could be Ryan Bester's last bowl in this match.
I've just seen Aaron Teys look to the sky.
I think it's about to find out why he's one of the best singles players in the world. It's because of shots like that. He's drawn it.
He's got to go for it.
Down game 3 times, Ryan Bester.
Looks like a drive. Forehand drive. Aaron Teys.
Forehand looking for the bowl.
With the title on the line.
He's looking at it. He's looking at it.
Has he got it? No.
Wow. You cannot miss any closer.
Well, the palms were sweating. He's missed by millimetres. And it's Ryan Bester on the comeback. Trail 16-20. And what a game. Have a look how close this was.
Liked it all the way, just missing by an absolute
millimetre.
Yeah. Absolutely great game going on here.
What a game.
The heart rate would be through the roof.
What a finish, young Aaron Teys. I'm sure he's got nerves.
Could not have asked for a better possible standard of men's singles final. We thought the women's pairs was high. This has taken it to a whole nother stratosphere.
There's something that just doesn't make sense. The score, it's 2016.
Could it be 20 all?
This is one of the best games I've ever seen, especially on the big show, TV.
He's not given up,
Australian
Ryan
Open.
Bester.
Everyone playing all shots in the book.
You're going for their shots, both players.
He's thinking, do I pot it? Do I put the jack in the ditch?
Surely not.
There he goes, he's winding up.
Surely not, he is.
He wants the game now.
Wow.
He wants it now.
He doesn't like it.
He's not a mile away.
Well, he hasn't missed by much, but my God.
Big risk early on.
Wow. Brave shot.
The crowd senses it as well, and Ryan Bester senses it. He's going to swoop in.
Doesn't want to set up a target here, Ryan Bester, and he has.
Well,
that's where his last bowl went, Aaron Teys. He's winding up again.
Is he going to go again? He is.
Good aggression from the young man from Warilla.
Looks slightly... No,
He's not saying much.
He's tight again.
He might get one, though.
Well,
he's got a toucher out of it as well, and his bowl's gone down to the back of the rink. So he's only one down.
Ryan Bester,
mind you,
quick
Ryan
release
Bester,
as we expect.
2 massive game-saving shots.
And the players seem to be getting quicker and quicker on this mat. They just seem to be going...
It's like a game of hot potato at the moment, Calvin.
Well, he keeps setting up targets here, Ryan Bester. Aaron Teys is licking his lips.
Well, he's going to go... Well, no, he's changing hands. He's going forehand this time.
Switching to the forehand.
With weight once more.
Has he got it this time?
Well, he's watching. He's got something.
Well, out of bounds.
Well, he's got match again.
So just explain what happens here, Calvin. The ball has, the jack has gone out of bounds.
Yeah, jack's gone out off the rink. It's been replaced on the 2-metre mark. Ryan Bester has 5 feet to save game.
He's quick.
And Aaron Teys has a bowl to play.
Is he quick?
Well, he's not going to be right on top.
Well,
he's going to leave a bit of room. It's the shot, though.
Aaron Teys, you have 2 feet to win an Australian Open singles title. Forehand, not mucking around on the mat.
21 years old.
Is this the moment?
Dreams of a long-term career in the sport.
Let go.
He wants it to let go.
Down hard. Down.
He wants it to turn.
Down.
Is it going to turn?
Young man.
No. This game is still alive. There is a pulse.
What a game, what a finish. Australian Open men's singles 2017. Aaron Teys had 2 feet to draw the shot. Was this an opportunity that's gone? Just slides past. Have a look at this. Gee, he's wishing it to turn. Sigh of relief. He's still alive, though.
Deep breath, and we'll load up for end number 24.
Yes, 4 times Aaron Teys has held match live. Of course, been plenty of room. Ryan Bester, he's done what he's had to, and that's to hang in.
Fighting tooth and nail, Ryan Bester has won the last 3 ends. You made the call, Calvin, midway through end number 19, that by no way was Ryan Bester just going to roll over and let this happen naturally.
It's a fight till the end. And what a game it's been. Dynamite game. And this is a terrific bowl. Aaron Teys, well, what a bowl. There's his father in the background. Of course, Natalie Nerona next to him, a Warilla Club member.
That's going to take some beating.
Australian Open women's fours champion with her sister. Great effort by the Nerona girls with Carla Rogers and Natasha Scott.
Well, this is a big bowl now. If Aaron Teys needs to take his time here, I wouldn't be going near it. Surely not. He's got to go down the back. Well, he's done that. It's exactly what he had to do.
Drawing to the tee.
Perfect. Well, what can Ryan Bester do here?
It's been so impressive, Baz, to watch Aaron Teys think his way through the big moments in the match as well.
How's he going here?
Ryan Bester, if he gets the jack here, he's trying hard. I tell you what, Aaron Teys needs to cover the danger there. If Ryan Bester can trail the jack, he can actually win the game.
Yep. Backhand, trying to beat the 2 closest bowls. Aaron Teys holds match for the 5th time in this match. He just wants to beat one of these bowls here.
He's done it well.
Well, that's pretty perfect, I would say.
It's very good. Very good execution.
Well, this is the best position I think he's been in, Calvin.
Well,
almost a front toucher.
It's going to be a terrific shot to get one.
Does he drive it off clean, or does he just play a runner?
I think he's going to play a little bit of weight to try and trail the jack and sit the shot bowl. Well, he's watching it.
He's not a mile away here.
He's watching it. Have a look at this. He's so close, it's not funny.
Wow.
Who's got the shot?
This is close. This is seriously close, but not close enough. And the 21-year-old from Warilla And Aaron Teys, in front of a packed house here at Broadbeach, is the 2015 men's singles champion. What a victory. He had to do it the hard way. He stood up against his more fancied opponent, and he comes away $16,000 richer. But more importantly, Calvin Kirko, the prestige of being Australia's best singles bowler right at this very moment in time.
Absolutely terrific win. Aaron Teys beating one of the world's best players on his own Dunhill here at the Broadbeach Bowling Club. So congratulations, Aaron Teys of Arilla Bowling Club, Australian champion.
We'll see him just get around and shake hands.
Massive composure with his last bowl, Kelvin, to cover those bowls.
Absolutely. Pitch perfect, I think I called it.
If he doesn't put it there, Ryan gets 4 shots and then he's holding game. Amazing last few bowls there.
Amazing game, incredible match. High-class game.
And full credit to Ryan Bester as well. At a situation there, 19-13 down after 19 ends. Let's hear right now from Ryan Bester, who's with Tom Chadwick.
Now we've actually got Aaron Teys with me, the champion of the men's singles. Mate, you are the youngest, the equal youngest winner at 21 of the Australian Open. How does that feel?
Yeah, pretty good, mate, pretty good. It's starting to sink in now, getting a bit shaky, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
When Ryan challenged early in the ends, you got off to a great start, then he challenged and I believe he actually hit the front. How were the nerves around that point?
I always knew he was going to come back. Like, I was a world-class player like him, I'm never going to get on top of him the whole way, so I was expecting him to come back, and so that was all part of it, really.
The last 4 or 5 ends in particular were really, really tight. What was the feeling throughout them?
Just get one more. Oh, no, I was really trying and missed a couple of, like I had 2 chances to win it and missed both, and I thought, oh, here we go. But yeah, no, lucky enough he got a bad result there. Like, he played a bomb and got a bad result, and I was lucky enough to get the shot.
Well, mate, congratulations. You obviously enjoy it. Your old man's here and some of your playing partners as well. So congratulations, a wonderful result.
Thank you. Cheers.
All right, Ryan Bester, mate, you're playing on your home green and a wonderful effort to certainly stay in the match, but no shame in runner-up. How does it feel?
No, it was a very good game. Like, you know, the green is perfect. I'm sure it looked really good on TV. Just a couple of breaks, I had chances, I just didn't get it, and Aaron capitalizes on his chances.
But you showed a great amount of fortitude by staying in the match at the very least, didn't you?
Yeah, 21 up or 25 up. That's the best way to play singles. You never heard of it. You know, in the semi-final and quarterfinals, I was up, and the other guy came back on me, and I managed to stick in there as well.
No shame in being beaten, but beaten by a 21-year-old. How good could he be?
You know, Australia and Scotland are probably the 2 best countries, and they have all these young guys coming up. So, you know, there's about 20 young guys that will be in and hunt for Commonwealth Games 2018.
Ryan, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Alrighty, don't go anywhere on Fox Sports. Straight after this break, we're going to have the presentation of the men's singles from the Gold Coast. Don't go anywhere.
Please put your hands together for the men's singles silver medalist, Ryan Bester. And ladies and gentlemen, keep your applause going for the 2015 Australian Open Blue Ribbon Men's Singles Champion, Aaron Teys. And if we could ask you once again to keep your applause going as we present the men's singles trophy and the all-important cheque to this young man, to Aaron Teys.